how's everybody doing on this Thursday night? I hope all y'all are doing well, and I hope y'all have some questions because tonight's guest is Two Up Journey Junkies. So let's go ahead and bring them on. What's up, guys?
What's up? How you doing?
I'm good. So for some of that don't know who you are, hadn't heard of you before, I'm gonna let you go ahead and give your sales pitch. Yeah, go ahead and tell them who you are and what you do.
We're just a couple. I don't even know how to respond to that. We just travel around. We'll back up. So we met on Tinder. We both swiped right, and I've always ridden, motorcycles. And when I met her, I was, you've ever been on a bike before? And of course, it was no. And I said, well. I like to travel a lot, like to be on the bike a lot. So hope you're ready for the ride. And so she's loved it ever since. And we wanted to start recording all of our trips and memories, everything we have in the house, as, it's us together. I mean, she's my best friend and, we really don't ride with anybody else. It's just us and we just go everywhere. Came up with the idea to start this, and she came up with the name, did the design of the logo, and yeah, here we are. I think we've been doing about a year?
Yeah.
That's cool. So you're out of Middle Tennessee. I guess that would be Middle Tennessee, wouldn't it? You're pretty much right there on the East and Middle Tennessee line.
So right outside Nashville.
Yeah. What brought y'all to that specific area? Anything special? Anything you talk about?
I mean, just so she lived in Missouri at that time. I lived in Columbus, Ohio, and I was traveling to California to do a charity race. And
how does that have to do with why we here?
We swiped. So she lived in Missouri. So I never wanted to live in Missouri. I've never liked Missouri. I thought it's like the worst state in the world. And we just decided, I said, let's move to, Tennessee. And she said, yeah. And I was like, wait, what? So it was a shocker. So we jumped on that quickly. So the roads out here are awesome. And that's really why, one of the main reasons why is, I was born in Kentucky and I've been out to Tennessee quite a bit. And love the roads out here. So that's what I wanted to do is ride out here.
So before we go too much further, I'm going to go ahead and shout out some of these guys in the side chat. Some you may heard of before, some you may not. Harley J, thanks for showing up. Fat Glide 96, my biggest fan, by the way. Moto Noggins in the house. Ray's Moto Life's here. Process is here. God, I hope you don't sidetrack me tonight. We got Rob Benjamin Shadows in the house.
Right on.
And 701 Traveler. Hey, buddy, what's going on? I actually got to meet him. He came down to Oliver Springs to get some radio work done and hit me up. I was like, heck yeah, I'll come see you.
Cool.
So it was cool meeting him.
Is that a beer, Sam?
Is what?
Somebody said, is that a beer, Sam?
Yep. Cheers.
So Corey's here, DDK, and Ryan Perkins.
It's Ryan.
Yeah.
So Ryan,
here.
It's a buddy of ours. They're Ryan Perkins.
Sweet.
Somebody
went to down south with them.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna get into that here in a minute. So everybody has the infamous argument. Street glide or road glide? What's your take on that?
So I worked at Pikes Peak Harley Davidson in Colorado Springs, Colorado, and we had a horrible storm one day. And our GM said, all the salesmen, I want you to take out a street glide. And it was windy. Like, it was a horrible hell. It's one of the worst storms Colorado Springs has ever seen. And before the hail came, it was real windy. Our GM wanted us to take the street glide and the road glide out. So, a bunch of us trying to hurry up, get out there. And with the wind and it started raining, I like the Road Glide a hell of a lot better. But they didn't have the Deadwood Denim Green in the Road Glide color. So stuck with the Street Glide, and we had a Barracuda Silver Street Glide special before this one, and they didn't have it in a Road Glide color either. And she wanted the silver one, so we're like, all right, well, I guess we're getting the silver one. So they've been, both Street Glides. I will, once we're done paying off this, we're gonna get a Road Glide, and so we'll have the better of both worlds. But I like a Road Glide better.
Yeah, I kind of see one in my future after I get the breakout paid off.
Yeah.
Now, y'all have done something to your bike that you don't really see a lot. Most people run tour packs. And we still need to meet up because I want to compare, because they're both the same company. We have the same company, Sissy Bar. And I want to compare them because you have the twisted steel one, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm wanting to go to. I want to get it in chrome, though, and they're not making it in chrome because it's something about polishing.
Yeah. I mean, you could always get it dipped. You can ask them to, get one, send it to you unfinished, no powder coat, and then you can go get it dipped. And
yeah, I'd have to find somebody who could do it because I don't know anybody around here that could.
Few places in Nashville. I'm a welder by trade, so we're always having to out process stuff. What was that for?
My intern's trying to be funny.
Oh.
Unemployment line ain't too far away now. So what made y'all go with a Sissy Bar over a tour pack? Because I like that style with it on, I mean, even on the Road Glide, Street Glide, I mean, on a touring bike, I think the Sissy Bar looks good.
Yeah.
But what made y'all go that route?
Well, I wish we had sent you pictures or whatever. So I made my own. I've always been on Road Kings. I met her at a 07 Road King Classic, and then another 07 Road King CVO, and I blew that up. Right before we met, I had made my own Sissy Bar. It was a 48-inch, badass Sissy Bar. So this time I wanted to go with the Twisted, and I didn't want to go quite as big as the 48-inch. I like that old school look.
Yeah, that's the way I am.
Yeah, I love those big Sissy bars, and that chopper look, so I can get the kind of better of both worlds. And you don't see a lot of people with it, so it definitely catches the eye.
Yeah, that's what drew me in when I seen it. I was like, wow, that looks so cool.
And it's comfortable for her.
Well, speaking of comfort, the process wants to know what seat you're running and how do you like it?
Yeah. So we're running a knockoff, Amazon special CVO seat. I'd like to get, because of the money, I'd like to get a Saddleman sofa.
We'll talk.
Okay. I can't remember what it is. The long leg or whatever. I like to be in the bike, so I like to be dropped and lowered and pushed back.
The Saddleman's going to lift you up. Just keep that in mind.
Even that, what is it? The Granddaddy long leg. I'm sure I'm talking about the wrong seat. I've done the research on it, and they have two different styles. It drops you like 2 inches, and then to the back 2 inches, something like that.
Yeah, because I run a Saddleman, and I love my Saddleman. And process it. He's a Saddleman guy also. So, I did see another question for y'all over here. Let me find it. Oh, Corey wants to know what kind of welding.
Majority of my career, I've been doing it for 22 years after I got out of the military. TIG welding. So TIG and MIG.
TIG was kind of hard to learn, but once you learned it, it started getting easier for me.
Yeah, you can always show a welder how to weld, and eventually I just kept at it. I just kept practicing, and as long as they do that, you'll pick it up.
Process says he's running a Saddleman Explorer. The ladies love it.
Do they?
He's always talking about ladies. That's all I know.
His seat's a penny dropper, huh?
So I get you want to tell anybody about your military? Because I know we got a lot of vets over here.
I
Would
was
love to
in,
know.
I was in for just shy of 10 years. It was 11 Bravo. Had some good times, had some bad times, and got lifelong brothers. We used to rent bikes, and when I was stationed at Stewart, we'd rent bikes and fly to Miami and cause havoc in Florida a little bit. And that was a good time. But I mean, yeah, it was infantrymen, and you get to blow shit up.
Yeah.
So
Work hard, play hard.
yeah, for sure. There's a lot of planning.
Oh. That one's for you.
Right.
Oh, Ryan.
So do you plan on getting your own bike anytime soon?
That'll be the road glide. It'll be hers, but
Ah.
Yeah, I do plan on taking the class. I may not always ride my own. Like, I don't want to do distance, but just to be able to ride one and ride around town and stuff, I do want to learn.
I'd say as soon as you get on one, you're going to want to go.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Well, I wouldn't be afraid of it. I'd own it and just go.
That's a lot of money. That's what I'm worried.
Well, yeah, I can get that.
Yeah.
I want her to do it. I want her to take the class. I think she would understand a lot more on, why I do some of the stuff I do or don't do. I'll give an example. I think when we first moved to Tennessee, we were just, took a ride, and it was a lot of roads are, pretty windy. And we came around this bend, and here had come a car. It's actually a Jeep. And she about jumped out like off the bike. It scared her. And I'm like, number one, don't be doing that. You throwing my balance off. And so I know, like, she just hates the traffic, like in Tennessee or the highway. She hates going to Nashville. Just traffic.
I don't blame her there. Nashville's traffic is pretty thick. Knoxville's pretty thick too, but there's ways around that.
I told her when she will be a lot more comfortable. She'll get it, and just
stay on the back road. You'll be good.
You'll forget about all that once you're enjoying yourself on the bike. So it'll change your life for real.
But then we'll have to have a new cameraman, because if I'm driving my own bike,
I'll do it.
You just got to get more cameras and mount them on both bikes. That's all. So Ray has a question. What's your plans for YouTube channel for the long run?
I guess really, I don't know. We really haven't talked about it. We do want to go to a lot more events, do a lot more recording stuff. One of the things I do want to change is we're both, what do they call that? Camera shy. You still be camera shy when you're actually doing the recording. You're at a huge event and you have your cameras out, and of course people are looking at you like, oh, what are they doing? Or so you get kind of camera shy recording.
I'm bad at that.
So I think we need to, get out of that and just really apply ourselves.
Like, we want to keep growing, but I don't want it to be where we hate, like it's like a pain. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Oh gosh, we got it. I want to enjoy the ride too.
So
just constantly, recording, going, like doing new events and recording that. And
oh yeah, I get the whole thing. Me trying to film in a big crowd, it's kind of like, well, everybody's looking. I feel you on that. I'm still trying to get around that myself. I'm getting better at it, but
I mean, really, what is, along to continue that, I guess, the answer, what more, motovlogging is motovlogging. What more, could there be, I guess, like, what do you mean, like competitions or like, like giveaways or
I don't know.
what you mean, Ray?
Yeah, what do you mean, Ray? Get more specific.
I have a what is it called? Drone that I got last Christmas, and it has barely even come out of the box. So I'm just not electronical savvy. So I'm afraid I'm afraid I'd crash it or something and then ruin it. But I do want to. That's one of my goals is to get that out, learn it, and have it follow us around a little bit. Maybe change up videos a little bit, get more. It's funny, we're like, well, we need to get us like riding away or riding past the camera or something like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's kind of hard getting certain shots when you do everything by yourself. So
right,
I don't have a lot of those shots because I don't trust leaving my camera out because over here, somebody might run off with it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Harley J is asking, have you ever been to Youngstown, Ohio?
I have rode there quite a few times. Rode. Yeah.
Let's see here. Before I get on my questions, I'm going to scan what's left because I see I'm falling behind.
Ray's right. 1,000 subscribers and making money off of it. We can both quit our full-time jobs and just travel.
Make a whole 25 cents.
Yeah.
DDK. So a fellow Tennessean, and we've not rode with them. What's up with that?
We will.
Well, we just got to schedule it out. That's all.
Yeah.
Because they're not too far. Ray, he had told me y'all rode right past his house when y'all was doing the aces and eights.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he could see his house as y'all went by.
Yeah.
Process wants to know.
Do you own Indy Ridge or
do you own any Indy Ridge or Dixon equipment and your thoughts on it?
I don't even know what Indy Ridge is. Dixon, like flannels?
Yeah.
Well, well, you spelled Dixon wrong. So I have a couple of flannels. I have a couple of hats, but I own
Indy Ridge makes gloves and boots, so they're kind of being pushed right now.
Yeah. I wear Vans too, and I mean it.
Bedlam wants to know what your thoughts on product pushing like some creators do.
What do you mean, like wearing the Legend hoodie I have on right now, or?
Well, no, not that. I think he means more like
your sissy bar.
Getting a product. No, not even sissy bar. I mean, like getting a product in and you'll talk about it for a video, then you never see him with it again.
Well,
I think that's what he's meaning by that. Am I wrong, Bedlam? Guess no, maybe so. Hey, Moto Noggin just subbed to y'all.
Thanks.
So y'all are up another one.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's something that we're gonna do to the bike here, in the next week. That's something we're doing, making a little, guess what we're doing, and you'll get a prize or whatever.
Review
we'll
the product.
Yeah, we have talked about doing I have Legends on,
Yeah, he's meaning like somebody that gets a product, blows it up in a video, and then it's never to be seen again. Or if it is, it's just like stuck around somewhere in the shot.
I mean, if somebody wants to send me something and try it out, I mean, I think that's.
They send me something, I'm gonna beat the hell out of it.
Yeah.
Put it through its paces. I want to make sure it's good.
If it's not something I like, or it's not working for me, then I'm not going to keep it on the bike.
Yeah.
So, I think that's how a lot of riders, go for the things that they want on their bike. Because I mean, I'm a YouTube junkie. I watch more videos on different products, what I could do for the bike. So,
All Harley J says, I mean, I'm all for the Dyna Y glide parts. So I'm gonna let them get some more questions together, and I'm gonna ask you some. What do you think is the best ride in Tennessee?
Probably the what was that, Chairhola Skyway, Moonshine. What was that, Moonshiner 28?
That Waha Road. But that was at Tennessee.
Was that Tennessee?
I don't know.
We
agree that the Dragon or the Tail of the Dragon is overrated. I mean, it's
definitely
nice.
overrated.
It's a nice
Yeah.
road, but it's overrated.
I mean,
There's
there-
so other places to ride.
the Chairhola Skyway is in Tennessee, correct?
Yeah, Chairhola is in Tennessee. It pretty much straddles both.
Okay.
So you're in both of them because you can take the Chairhola all the way up to what's that town in North Carolina?
Ridgeline or something like that.
I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. You can go there and, we fill up with gas there and then we go down the stop at Dill's Gap, hit the Dragon all the way back. Robbinsville, that's it.
The Devil's Triangle is really cool. Rode up to, I just remember this, the Devil's Triangle, and then going to the what's the prison out there?
Brushy Mountain.
Yeah, that route. I mean, we did that. Went out there. That was a really good area. And then the Aces and Eights. Of course, they went up into Kentucky and then back down. But that road out there is good.
South Carolina was our favorite.
Yeah, South Carolina was nice. They had some good riding out there.
Yeah, I went through South Carolina when I went to Myrtle Beach, and I liked it. It was fun.
Yeah, we did. If I could, real quick, probably my favorite ride, not just in Tennessee. We took 2 major trips last year. First one, we went down to Gulf Shores, went over to New Orleans, and then came back up. And then we did the Blue Ridge Parkway.
Mm-hmm.
And that was amazing. So that probably is my favorite ride, was doing the Blue Ridge Parkway. I've been on it at different times. We hadn't done it together. But yeah, Blue Ridge was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about Blue Ridge. I've been on part of it, but I hadn't been on. Yeah, I hadn't been on most of it in a long time. Been years. 24 from Chattanooga is my least favorite ride in Tennessee.
Well, I think your least ride needs to be 65 South when you lost all your clothes, buddy. So
Oh, there's a story.
So yeah.
Moto Noggin likes your hat.
Oh, thank you.
Where did you get that hat? I just noticed it myself.
It's top secret. No, I'm
Oh.
just kidding. I got it from Club South Tennessee.
I just found them recently.
Yep, and he just did another run of hats. Actually, he did one with green to match the bike, because I'm a little bougie sometimes.
I get that.
But this one, I don't know if you could tell. I can't really tell, but it's actually pink, and they did it for breast cancer awareness.
Is it fitted?
No, it's
Or
not.
Snapback?
Yeah, flat.
Process wants to know if you have rode the West Coast of America. PCH 101. I'm guessing that's the one that goes through California all the way up to. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm not 100% sure on that.
I rode a little bit like north, but I left there pretty quick. So when I left Colorado, I traveled around the U.S. for a couple years, and I rode all over. So California was probably the worst state, but I spent a lot of time. Went down to Arizona, and then came east and went up like the East Coast, Virginia, like Maryland, Pennsylvania. So and went back to Colorado, more north, Sturgis, stuff like that.
Harley J wants to know if you rode the triple nickel.
It doesn't sound familiar.
I think that one's in
What's that?
Ohio.
Where's it at?
I think it's in Ohio.
Is that up towards Cleveland?
Harley J, be more elaborate. Fill us in.
I mean, there's a lot of things like around here, like those maps that you can get at Harley Davidson, they're colored, and it gives you the route. Well, you get two of those maps. They're the same route, and they're named two different things. So,
yeah, the Devil's Triangle on that Harley map's not right either because it takes you down a gravel road that's not even part of the Devil's Triangle.
Pomeroy,
Ohio.
Pomeroy. I don't recall. I mean, I could have. I didn't know the name of it or whatever. Where's that located at? Zanesville.
I don't have a map in front of me. I couldn't tell you. I just know it's in Ohio. I don't know exactly where at.
Well, I mean, I rode all over Ohio, so I mean, I probably could. I've been to,
You probably rode it and not even know it.
Right.
You didn't used to pay attention to.
No, I just went. I really didn't pay
yeah.
attention.
So, what rides in Tennessee have you not done that you want to do?
The snake. That's up northeast.
What is it? The snake.
Northwest. The snake, I think.
We haven't been. She said a snake. I don't recall that one. I'd have to look at the map again. We haven't been really west.
Really?
We went to Savannah. That's a really cool ride. There's a good catfish place out there. I like to ride too.
We've been to most of Tennessee.
Yeah.
428 the snake is what DDK says.
428 snake.
We want to do that.
Yeah, we do.
I don't even know where that is. I know that's bad, ain't it?
I think it's up north. Isn't that near Bristol?
Well, if it is, maybe we'll all just get together and ride out there one day.
Good time. I'm down to ride. Like, if anybody, messages us and says, hey, we want to join you in your rides, or hey, come join us on ours. Hey, well, we are down.
So, God, I got to stop looking at his comments. He cracks me up every time.
Yeah, I got a couple pair of overalls, and I got a ton of flannels, so.
So, with the Tennessee riding that kind of out of the way, I kind of want to go into bike builds, but I know it's top secret what you're going to do with your bike because you've kind of briefly touched on it. So when's that video going to come out so they can go see that and they can take a guess?
Well,
probably next week because we're going to take the bike in.
Yeah, taking the bike in, and then as long as it's not raining or cold, then she'll ride. So hopefully sooner than later.
Probably in the next
sooner
week.
than later.
I'd say at least not this weekend, but the following weekend or the weekend after that. So 2 weeks.
2 weeks. So 2 weeks we'll see that video where we can make guesses.
Yeah.
We'll make actually a video before that. Oh, I see. Sorry. I misunderstood what you were saying.
Oh, okay.
You're talking about the video like when we're taking it in and hey, guess what?
Yeah, guess what we're doing to it.
Oh, that'll be
next week.
Yeah.
Next week?
Yeah. That'll be within a week.
Because we'll take it in.
Bye, Philzella.
I need some paper just to put over the comments. The process is doing this on purpose. Oh, Lord. Okay. So we really can't talk about the bike because it's top secret. Are any?
We can talk about the bike. I just can't say what I'm going to do.
Well, I might end up getting you to spill the beans. I don't want to do that. So, what are your riding plans for next year? Do you have any?
Yeah, we're upping our events. We're going to a lot more things and plan to travel more.
Daytona is going to be pretty good because Hell's on Two Wheels versus Moto Noggin is going to happen.
Yeah, that's on our list to do in March.
And Moto Noggin was in. I was going to ask him who's going to win the race, but I don't see him.
But what?
He
And
must
what
be
race?
hiding.
A race down there? Or
No, it's
drag
Moto
race?
Noggin went running his mouth that he could outrun a performance bagger on his Sportster S.
What?
Yeah, so Hell's on Two Wheels challenged him to a race, and he accepted. So now it's a big race happening. It's kind of what we had plans kind of blew up bigger than what it was.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, you said he has a performance bagger?
Noggin has a Sportster S.
Okay. And then
Hell's has got a Road Glide. I
Okay.
don't know what's getting done to it. He wouldn't tell me nothing. Far as I know, it's just getting fixed what was broke on it.
Oh, okay.
He might end up having a Fred Flintstone that thing. I don't know. But it's going to be a good little race. Yeah, Sportster, yes, as HD Traveler likes to say.
Yeah. Maybe if you're taking the motorcycle course.
So are you going to try to hit Sturgis next year?
I went to Sturgis so many years in a row, man. When I lived in Colorado, I think I went 7-8 years in a row. I was Sturgis out. I would like for her to see it, and I like to ride out there. I don't know. Probably not
this year.
Probably not this year. Maybe not even next year. I don't know. It just depends. Like I've been riding so long. I've hit a lot of these different events, but she hasn't. So I wanted to experience those events with her. So yeah, I do want to go to Sturgis eventually. So she absolutely has to, see that and experience it.
The intern wants to know about the hometown rally or the 150th anniversary.
Isn't that we talked about doing that in Wisconsin?
Yeah.
That's on our maybe list.
We've got. She hasn't done a 21 and over bike rally yet, so that's one I'd like to take her to. So we might start off little on that one. Maybe go to Sturgis, Kentucky.
Well, y'all got the Junebug Boogie right down the street from y'all, right?
Right.
That one's over 21 for sure.
So
701 Traveler. I wish I could go. I don't think I'll have the funds to hit Sturgis, but if I do, I will definitely make that announcement because I do want to go. I don't even care what year it is. I just want to go.
Yeah, it definitely is a good time. And if you go to Sturgis, I'm not knocking it or anything, but if you go to Sturgis, you need to ride to Sturgis. It's okay to trailer. I get it. But for this experience, I would like her to.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to handle that trip. That was 23 hours straight if you went straight through from my house to Sturgis. So I don't know if my bike would like me long enough for that.
Well, I still am trying to get her to do the iron butt. So I don't know. I haven't seen too many people or two-up riders do a video on the iron butt challenge. You always see the single rider doing it, but I like to do a two-up, iron butt challenge. So I think that'd be cool.
I would say look at Hell's on Two Wheels because they used to ride two up a lot, and I don't recall if they have actually done that together. I know they did it separate. Well, they did it together, but she was on her bike and he was on his. But I'm pretty sure they might have done it. You could probably talk to them and get pointers.
Yeah.
Oh, Daytona. Yes, I'll be in Daytona in March, 701 Traveler.
And we are going to try to make that as well next year. And it's a good time. I mean, I've been.
Yeah. So here's one thing y'all probably don't know about it either, since y'all just heard about it. If Noggin wins, he gets Hell's saddlebags and 10 U daddies. And if Hales wins, he gets to take Noggin's Sportster S to the burnout pit at the Iron Horse and roast a tire down. And he also gets 10 U daddies. So
What's the U daddy?
Well, a U daddy would be where the winner looks at the loser and says, "Who's the better rider?" And the loser has to look at him and say, "You daddy."
I get okay.
I don't know about doing a fundraiser, Mike. I'm not there. I'm not that big. I'm just a little old guy. So
what fundraiser is he like?
To get a fundraiser to go to Sturgis, I'm assuming is
what
what he's talking about.
I don't know if he meant like a charity or something like that.
If Hells wins, Noggin has to fund a tour trip to Sturgis.
There you go.
Yeah, that would be cool, but I don't think that'd happen. So I think I want to go with these first. You went to the Loretta Lynn Motorcycle and Music Revival.
Yeah.
So sell me on why I should go to it and how much fun I'd have. What's your experience with it?
It was badass. You have bike show, you have vendors, and it seems just about every corner of her ranch, she has somebody playing music. We love music. There's a bar right there, very laid back. Everybody's nice. They had Harley demo rides.
What are the races?
The dirt track races, so flat track races, TT. They had a bike event, like a bike show. I think this year will be, bigger than it was last year. I think a lot more people are, hearing about it. I don't remember how many years they've been doing it. I think it's been a little bit, but it just seems to me like every year, or when they were, talking, it seemed like last year was bigger than it was the year before, and it just keeps getting bigger. They have a pool party. So they have cabins out there. You can tent it. You can rent the tents. Yeah, you can see them right there to the right. Those are all for rent. I think even some of them are air conditioned. Yeah, she called it glamping. And then ZZ Top and friends were there. Mr. Gibbons was there. So it was a good time.
Now, what month was that? Do you remember?
I have to get my calendar. May? Yeah.
Same time. It was, that's what I was thinking, because I was in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, because we're going to try to hit Myrtle Beach and then come back and then hit Tennessee this year.
So where is that at? Is it to the west of Nashville?
It's in, oh man, what is that?
It's south of Nashville.
Oh, it's over by Dixon. It's west.
West?
Yeah. It's in, oh geez. Why do I keep wanting to say Chapel Hills? Oh geez.
Burnt Mills?
No, Hurricane Mills.
Hurricane Mills. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that one.
I'm trying to find it
because I've been asked about it, and I knew about it for the past 2 years, but I was in Myrtle Beach this year, so I wasn't around for it.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's as big as those events. It's more laid back.
Yeah, it's just one like area, her ranch. There's people out there with their dirt bikes. You can do the trails, stuff like that.
So on a 1 to 10, what would you rank it?
It kind of just depends what you're looking for.
Right.
If you're looking for like parties and huge vendors and stuff like that, it's not that. It's just more laid back, listen to music, have some drinks. It's just different. Yeah. It just depends on what you're looking for.
A lot of music. I mean, there's somebody always playing.
There's like 3 different areas, and there's always somebody playing.
Yeah. So you just kind of walk around. Like I said, they had bikes on display. They did have some vendors. Not like you go to Sturgis and it's like nothing but like vendor and shopping, and bars. And then this was, you had 3 or 4 different locations for the music. And then you had a maiden stage 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. They even had food trucks there, and then they have like barbecue places or whatever.
Cool. I'm gonna have to look into that one.
And then you can, take off, go do a ride. You don't have to do the Harley demo. There's a lot of roads out there that you can, go take off on. Go see the area, and then come back for the night's festivities.
So not only did y'all get to do that, I don't think you got to go, but you actually went to the Down South campout.
Yes, I went to the Down South campout.
So how was that?
That was a good time. Got a little crazy at times. So it was at Scooter Haven. They call it a country club, but it is a bikers country club. Had a cool setup. A bar. It's donations only.
There's Ryan's bag.
There's Ryan's bag.
Oh wow.
Let's put it this way. I was having so much fun that I forgot to videotape video while we were there. There was a bike show. Oh man, his name is Big Trouble on Instagram at Big Trouble. I think 409 or 904 had his bike show, and they're in the like the performance bike scene. There were different categories, choppers, stuff like that. But you could camp out there. They have cabins. So it was a party there. And then so Friday night, pretty much got there. Well, first we went, we met in Florida, Bama on Thursday. And that's where like just a lot of riders from different areas met at that one location. Everybody coming from like Texas, Colorado, Arkansas, met in Florida, Bama, and then from there on Friday morning, we rode out to Ingalls, Florida, where Scooter Haven is, and that was a ride. Let me tell you. So,
yeah, I've heard of it, but I never knew exactly who was doing it or anything like that.
The one who does, his name is Craig Tarpon Turbo. He's the one that puts it on. And where he got the idea from is the Fast Life Garage, also the Fast Life podcast. Jace Hudson does a Fast Life camp out in
K River.
At K River Campground, where Adam Sandoval's there in Moyers, Oklahoma. And so just on his podcast, he's like, hey, if you get a lot of, people from different areas putting on these different campouts, it gets all these people together. And that was the cool thing about it. I was a little nervous going in. I, didn't know hardly anybody. And, went there with, my buddy Ryan, and left with a hell of a lot more friends than I came with. So it was really cool. everybody, down there. You just meet so many people and so many rad bikes. I mean, it was awesome. So anyway, they just started it like that. By Jace Hudson talking about doing events in different states. Craig was like, well, screw it. I'll throw one in Florida. So it started that, and it definitely has. The third year was this year, and from what I understand, it was way bigger than last year and way bigger than the first year. So
Cool.
yeah.
So we've had some more people jump in. Dark Souls Corners here. Wind Road Therapy. Yes, you did reach out to me, but I was in Myrtle Beach during the music revival. Who else we got here? Droop is here. I think I said Dark Souls. If I didn't, Dark Souls is here. And I think that might be all the new names I've seen pop up. Just want to give everybody a shout out and thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. So Harley J wants to know if any of you guys heard of the Rattlesnake Saloon.
No.
Mm-mm.
I don't know about that. I know about Barbarossa.
Yeah, we do want to go out there.
Yeah, that's 45 minutes, I think, from me. Something like that. I'm sure DDK knows. He probably was the one that surveyed the road to go there from here. He's old as dirt. Y'all get to meet him. So, you didn't hit any weather down there during that, did you? Wasn't there a hurricane or something brewing up around or just passed through?
That came the week after, actually.
Week after?
Yeah, they did some after, we left there. Some people went down to the southernmost point to mile 0.
Mm-hmm.
Did a podcast down there, and they were coming back, and I think it was a day or two later that hurricane hit. So it was pretty close. We left on Sunday morning to come back home. So we didn't hit any weather. I think it sprinkled a little bit like one day, and then it rained for like 10 minutes at the Big Trouble's bike show. But it was nice. So because it was hot. So it cooled it down.
Bri the Biker was one I missed, and Dallas Face Mullet just showed up. So thanks, guys, for coming by. Well, I kind of want to talk about, I guess we'll go with YouTubers. Ain't no YouTube bashing or nothing like that. So, did you get to meet any YouTubers this year?
Oh yeah, we met.
We met the Honor one,
Yeah, met the Honor one. We met Toon Lane Life. That was really cool. I'm huge fans of theirs. Met Blockhead down in Florida. I think that's it, really.
The big ones. I mean, we've met tons of.
And Jace Hudson of Fast Life. So not really. I mean, he does do stuff on YouTube and there's other platforms, Patreon, but YouTubers really, it's those 3, well, 4 really.
Because I'm gonna go ahead and ask this one too, because I'm surprised Process hadn't thrown it up there yet. What you said before that you watch a lot of YouTube. Mm-hmm. So who's like your favorite ones to watch? And I'm not the answer, so keep me out of it. I'm not the answer on that.
I think our videos are pretty good. Some of my favorite, obviously, like 2 Lane Life. I just like, they just show so much. They travel so much, and they just have a lot to show. So I like, watching theirs. So that's and he has a son who owns Thrash and Supply Co.
Mhm.
They have videos. They're funny, and she's like in love with Juan. So, Adam Sandoval, liked watching his stuff. You always appreciate what he did, for the veterans, the different rides as he does. But Two Lane Life is one of my favorite.
But you watch tons. We watch everything.
Everybody.
Yeah. Oh no, I get that. I'm not deliberately throwing you on the spot. I mean, have y'all heard of Gliding on Twos? Because he's one of my favorites. He's a cool ass dude.
Yeah.
Y'all ever get the chance to meet him?
We
We follow him. We've seen a few of his videos, and her two wheels. Right? What is his name? Riding Tall from.
Traveling Tall.
Traveling Tall.
Yeah.
I like his videos.
He's got that Run to the Hills 3. He just released the dates on it for June next year.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to meet him one day. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, he's. I mean, I ain't gonna say. I mean, there ain't nothing I can say about him. He's just tall to me.
Yeah.
I go down to Bootlegger and I'll bump into him. So, yeah, Ray said June 10th and 11th.
Okay.
Is the Run to the Hills 3.
If it has to do with motorcycles and riding, honestly, it really, the performance bagger scene or the, Hell Yeah Brothers or whatever, it doesn't matter to me as long as, you're on two wheels and having a good time. Cause I'm telling you, if you haven't gotten on a bike yet, it'll change your life for the better. So just watching any of them, I think any of them are cool stunts. I love any of that stuff. And then just, Two Lane Life does a lot of the scenery stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And, watch it both. But we'll watch both of them.
So, what YouTuber's production do you kind of wish your channel followed after?
None. We want to be our own unique channel.
Well, I don't mean content. I mean just like the production side of it, the quality of their video, not the content side, just the.
I hope I'm not being rude or anything, but I really haven't noticed. I mean, there's differences on how people, may have, like for instance, you put up 2 Up Journey Junkies, and if you have it glitter away or twirl away or whatever, I don't know.
I don't know. I guess we don't have an answer.
Yeah.
We don't have anybody that we're just like, oh, that's amazing. I mean, everybody's is unique and good, and we watch.
Well, I mean, like I watch Just GQ, and he kind of inspires me. He kind of inspires me to get better at doing what I'm doing, because his production's like next level for me.
It is. I mean, his videos are awesome too. That's another one. I guess I should have, said his name too. Sorry.
I can't wait to meet him.
Sees it or whatever. I've commented on a few of his stuff, his videos. So I like his stuff too. I told him, hey, if we're ever in Louisiana, I'd like to, come ride with you or whatever. But like Two Lane Life, I mean, their videos. That's what I'm saying. I want to say, something wrong.
There ain't no wrong answer. I mean, it's nothing.
Or offend anybody. I don't want to.
No, that question is not meant to offend anybody or make anybody feel lousy about what they do. It's just there's some people that do it that kind of inspire other people, to try to get better. Like for me, I'm not going to lie. Just GQ. I mean, good Lord. His stuff's like, blows me away. It's like, why am I even doing YouTube when, what I mean? Kind of makes me go try to get better.
Yeah.
I need to get better.
Right. To get, I guess, if you will, to the, the next level, from JV to varsity or whatever. I guess they're like, if you've been doing it a while, you can see, they know kind of what to film and what not to film, and maybe we haven't learned that yet of what not to film, or hey, we should have
Yeah.
grabbed this. But
we'll leave somewhere where we'll be like, crap, we should have filmed
Yeah.
that. We're like,
Yeah. I do the same thing. I'm not gonna lie, I do the same thing.
it really isn't just one person. It's I'll say, oh man, I liked how Adam Sandoval did that, or hey, we should do this like Two Lane Life did, or oh wow, I liked what Her Two Wheels did, or man, that was crazy what Shady Tree did. You know what I mean? It's like, who honestly probably is the funniest, most entertaining, craziest is $1 Million Bogan. I mean, that dude is off the charts, just ridiculously funny.
Mm-hmm.
He puts out good content. He's riding all the time. He beats the crap out of his bike. I mean, he's one of my favorites. So I think we talk about it, and it's all the different videos that we watch, and we, I guess, take a little bit from everybody. So appreciate y'all.
Yeah, no, I mean, that question wasn't like aimed at anybody. I was just like, who do you draw inspiration from, I guess? Probably would have been a better way to say it. Not as far as copying content, but just gives you motivation to get your product better.
From the get-go, from when we really started watching YouTube, probably Adam Sandoval.
Sandoval.
What really got, that, I've traveled with I have a teacup Chihuahua that I traveled with. And at that time, I didn't even know about Adam Sandoval. And I just thought it was kind of funny that, this dude is traveling with his dog Scooter. And I was like, man, that's cool. So,
that's cool.
I just didn't, I wish, I look back and wish I recorded my time, but yeah, it was just for the ride. But yeah, that's really who we kind of started watching, at first. But I like watching everybody. You ever seen what was his name? Woods Jr.? Have you ever watched his stuff?
Yeah.
Love that dude.
Yeah, he's funny.
He made sure to get motorcycle parking at his church. So
yeah. Yeah. Windroad says that $1 Million Bogan's bike's in Tampa right now. I actually watched that video where I can't remember the dude's name, but him and Shade Tree went and they had to jump through hoops to get his bike out of
the customs.
Out of customs.
Miami. Yeah, I watched that actually, I think on my way to work this morning, or listened to it.
Because that's pretty cool. I guess he's coming to the States now.
Yeah, he was in California, went down to Mexico. His bike was at
yeah, the Diplomat. So I watched.
I'm trying to think of the Harley dealership down in California. We got a lot of work done. What's that guy? Matt Laidlaw.
Yeah.
I watched his videos as well. So he was down there and they did a bunch of stuff. So, but yeah, I guess he is going to come down here. So
I'm going to. We've been pretty good. That's 59 minutes, and the conversation's been great.
Keep going. We can stay a little longer if you want. It's up to you.
Hey, side chat. Do y'all have any more questions? I know y'all got questions. So y'all start throwing a bunch of questions in, and we might stick around a little bit longer. If not, I'm going to let them have the floor. And it's taking them forever. They're trying to type. DDK is probably trying to put the message on the pigeon to send to me. AXAM biker.
What do you say?
Best biker dating advice. What's your dating advice, babe?
Best biker dating advice?
Yeah, Process needs a girlfriend.
Yeah. A couple that travels together stays together. And we all, I don't know. That's just something we talked about this not so long ago. We don't ever argue. I may get the old, we have the Cenas.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be, a squeeze of the legs or a kidney punch. Now she just blows my eardrums out. So, yeah, we just. just make sure the best advice I give is when you meet somebody, be up front, let them know you ride and how you like to ride, and you're riding
So,
sometime, and because you definitely can't. I mean, I divorced after 14 years because somebody said I needed to sell my bike, so that ain't happening.
yeah, I made it 15. Yeah. It's a pretty similar story with me and my girlfriend as y'all. So, but I mean, she's funny because she likes to ride. Hatton Road this year. Claims if I get a bagger, she will ride on the back of it all the way to Daytona, which I know is a lie. She'll be tapping me on the shoulder. I gotta get off and stretch.
I don't know. Well, yeah, maybe right.
Yeah, I mean, mine will.
No, Susan will too. I was being facetious on that one.
So,
we're like we talked about the seat earlier. We're on our third seat, for Christ's sake. I mean, it's
oh wow,
man. I mean, we had the stock seat, and then I have a Badlander seat for it. And of course, that definitely ain't gonna work for it. That's one of my favorite seats is my Badlander. I mean, it shrinks me low and sets me back, and I mean, I'm comfy. But nah, not for her. We had to stop off at Dollar General and get one of those little gel pads for $14.99.
That's from Club Style, Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
Oh, don't tell DDK. He said he flipped me off. So screw DDK right now. I'm gonna get the hat and wear it in front of him.
Ray, I mean, hey, that could be part of our, the competition or what we're, that would be. I mean, so many people have, I guess, a few people have asked about the hat, so
I like it. I noticed it, but I was kind of like trying to picture where I knew that from, and then it hit me what it was. Yeah. So I could know it. Gliding on twos, we answered this in the beginning of the show. What bike is best, the road glide or the street glide? He's a little late. He's gonna have to go back and rewatch.
Yeah, I had said the road glide personally. I think it does a hell of a lot better in the different types of weather.
And we're not telling you, DDK. I'm gonna wear it in front of you just to piss you off. Drew said he's sharpening his chisel.
He did flip you off.
Right. He wants to know if you use any product in your beard.
I do, and that's top secret as well.
He's got.
Yeah, I need all kinds of help. Mine as far as just stops. I've been pulling on it and it ain't working.
My beard will eat Ray's beard for dinner. So, just kidding, Ray. Just kidding. But no, I do. I use
tons of stuff.
Yeah, different stuff. I got beard balm, beard oil. I mean, I use regular lotion. I actually just got it trimmed. I was a little nervous about that. Let me ask somebody to trim it, and they don't know the difference between, trim and butcher.
I'd be a little worried on that.
So, new people just moved into the air. Blackman Barbershop here, right up the road.
Process says pro tip: whisper sweet nothings in the comms, and she won't yell at your bust out your eardrums.
Yeah, that's sweet, right? Oh yeah.
See, mine, I'd have to give her some beef jerky or a Snickers, and she'll leave me alone.
So, like the first year when we moved here, and I've said it to her, a bunch of times. I miss from the transition from Missouri to here. We hadn't found jobs yet, and we're kind of living off of savings and
took like
my disability money and stuff like that. We took a long time off actually, and we did a lot more traveling. So we found jobs, and we only traveled a few times this past year. So I do miss, like, I don't know. I feel like us traveling together, and it's just us two, has brought us closer than I think anything else would have. We'd rather go have adventure on the bike than go down and be a bunch of woo-haw, yee-haw chicks downtown Nashville. And so, yeah, it's just us two. And
Somebody's turning the knife in me. Says he has to rewatch. He was at bike night. Yeah. Wish I was at bike night. A little too cold.
Where was the bike night at?
Florida and Orlando.
Oh. Yeah, Atlanta's getting ready to do Club Style Atlanta's getting ready to do a bike night. I even looked on my phone to see how far that was.
Harley J, how do you feel about the Dyna Y Glide?
The Dyna White Glide?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a cool bike. I like it. I've never owned one. A buddy of mine has one, and it's a beautiful bike.
Bedlam wants to know what you think the worst bike is.
Sportster S. Honestly, man, I was hoping you wouldn't ask me this.
I didn't. Bedlam asked.
Well, damn it. Honestly, the worst bike I think I've ever ridden would be the Breakout.
The Breakout.
Oh yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
And that's not a, that's what I was saying, man. I hope you were, going to ask it. Just something about it. I don't know what it is. It just was weird to me. I had rode the.
Yeah, it takes a real man to ride one.
I knew something like that was coming. I think it's a beautiful. I love the CVO. That year they came out with that. It was a blue, and it had looked like had like lightning, or different color, like the gray. So they had like a gray one, a blue one, a yellow one.
I think that was a 14.
14?
I think.
Yeah, I took that. I got it in on a trade-in, and I'd never ridden it, and if I'm going to try to sell it, I need to know as much as I can about it. So I asked if I'd take it out for a ride. I did, and I was like, good Lord. That rear tire, I just don't like that big rear tire. It just felt weird to me. It looks good. I just don't like how it rides.
It feels natural to me. I don't know why everybody complain about the big old fat booty on it. It works quite well.
You like junk in your trunk?
Yeah. I'm going from a 240 to a 260 when I get my tires changed here soon.
All right.
So I'm going with a bigger tire.
Oh, wow. Look like Batman going down the road.
Yeah, pretty much. Ray says you got him beat in the gray. So now Ray's taking stabs at your gray. That's called wisdom, Ray.
Yeah, it's what you call a silver fox, buddy.
That's a amateur moose's turn to pot here. That can't be a cool look. Dallas or Droop would throw out all the Just for Men products this time of year. Process wants to know. Yeah, leave the process. No, the show's not over quite yet because I'm just going right back through and make sure nobody else is throwing up any.
So Susan's been riding. We've been together? 2 years? 3 years? I said, "Woo, in trouble." 3 years. So, like I said, she'd never, been riding. I don't know. Does anybody have any questions for Susan on?
No.
I feel like I'm doing all the talking here.
Because
I'd talk your ear off.
Well, I mean, I usually go on for like an hour. Sometimes I'll go a little over, but it seems like they're kind of quieting it down now. So I guess what I'm going to do is let y'all have the floor for a minute and tell everybody why you should watch 2 Up Journey Junkies, what to expect. Sell yourself.
There you go. Take it away, babe.
No, go ahead.
What?
You're doing a great job.
No, go ahead. I'll let you go first, and then I'll follow up.
No, you go. All of us. We just like to have fun and no pressure. Just us enjoying life and showing you guys the unique things we find, and hope you guys enjoy it.
Yeah, all the cool places to eat. We are foodies, so travel to find different places to eat, different roads, different waterfalls. I don't know, just like to have a good time. I like to share with everybody, and yeah.
That's about it.
That's about it.
All right. Well, I know that's cool. I just want to give y'all opportunity to tell everybody. So I guess with that, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Next week, I'm going to have Meg's motorcycle journey on, and cameraman, I'm pretty sure is making an appearance too. So if you don't know who they are, do a little research. If you do know who they are, come on by anyways. Hang out, bring some questions. Be respectful of side chat. I know some of the side chat can go sideways pretty quick process. But I guess what I'm going to do is I want y'all to stay on, and I'm going to end the show, and we're going to chat the backstage. Everybody, thanks for coming. I appreciate you coming by. See you next week.
Thanks for watching.